We're down to the quarterfinals in Doha, and now the tournament really starts to feel big. The early rounds are done. The draw has opened up in some areas, but the main names are still standing. And the matchups we have now are strong. Let's go through them one by one. First, Carlos Alcaraz. He came through his match against Royer in straight sets. It was solid and controlled. He didn't rush, didn't get dragged into anything messy. He played his patterns, stayed calm, and got the job done without spending too much time on court. Now he faces Karen Khachanov. Khachanov had a much tougher match against Martin Fucsovics. It went 3 sets, and it was physical. There were long rallies, momentum swings, and real pressure moments. Matches like that can either drain you or sharpen you. This matchup is interesting because of the styles. Khachanov plays big, heavy forehand, strong serve, flat hitting. When he finds rhythm, he can push anyone back. Alcaraz is different. He mixes things up, he changes pace, uses the drop shot, opens the court with angles, he can defend, and then suddenly turn the point around. It's power against variety, and it should be fun to watch. Next up, Stefanos Tsitsipas against Andrei Rublev. Tsitsipas got here by beating Daniil Medvedev, and that always means something. Their rivalry has history. There's tension there. So coming through that match says a lot about where Tsitsipas is mentally this week. He looked focused and committed, especially in the big moments. Rublev had a more comfortable path. He beat Marasin in straight sets and looked in control. When Rublev is playing clean tennis and not overthinking, he's extremely dangerous. His forehand is still one of the biggest weapons in the game. This matchup could turn into a baseline battle. Both like to take the ball early and dictate. Tsitsipas might try to mix things up more, maybe come forward, use the slice. Rublev will likely look to keep the tempo high and hit. Through the court, emotion could also play a role here. Both players are intense, and when the match gets tight, that intensity shows. Now let's talk about Jannik Sinner and Jakub Mensik. Sinner beat Popyrin in straight sets and looked very steady. No drama, no big dips. His serve was working, and from the baseline he was clean and precise as usual. He doesn't give away many free points, and he rarely looks rushed. Mensik also won in straight sets against Zhang. He's one of the young players people are really starting to talk about. Big serve, strong ground strokes, and he plays with confidence. He's not afraid of the big stage. This match feels like a test for Mensik. Sinner doesn't panic. He absorbs pace and redirects it so well. If you go big against him, you have to stay accurate. At the same time, Mensik's fearless approach could make things interesting, especially if he starts strong and serves well. The last quarterfinal is Jiri Lehecka against Arthur Fils. Lehecka had a smooth win over Bergs. Straight sets, no real trouble. He hits a clean ball and stays composed. He doesn't overreact. Even when rallies get long, that calm presence can be a big advantage at this stage of a tournament. Fils also came through in straight sets, beating Hallis. He brings energy and power. When he's confident, he steps inside the court and goes for his shots. He's athletic, aggressive, and not afraid to take risks. This one feels like a matchup between two players who are still building their place at the top level. Both want to make a deep run at a big event like this. Both have the tools. It might come down to who handles the key points better and who keeps their level more stable. Overall, these quarterfinals look strong across the board. You've got Alcaraz and Sinner, two of the biggest names in the sport right now. You've got Tsitsipas and Rublev, who always bring intensity. And then you've got players like Mensik, Fils, and Lehecka pushing hard to prove they belong in these late rounds. Khachanov adds experience and power to the mix. Doha usually rewards aggressive tennis. The courts are quick enough to help big servers and clean hitters, but you still need control from the baseline. At this stage, small details matter. First serve percentage, breakpoint chances, staying calm when things get tight. There's a real sense that this tournament is building towards something big. The quarterfinals are where the pressure rises. Every match now feels important. Every point carries more weight. Now we sit back and see who steps up. Who do you think is going to get to the semifinals? I will be reading you in the comments. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps me so much. See you in the next one.